So what is going on, guys? Welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in. And yes, the title is true. It is not clickbait. The man himself, not Daisy, Jerkface. This will probably be the last video you see of him on the farm. And it is a bittersweet day. It's actually a very sad day. Come here, guy. And we'll talk a little bit. This video is going to be strictly about Jerkface. And a lot of you are not going to like it, I know that, but it is what it is, and we'll get into that here in just a minute. What you know, guy? Huh? You ready to do a little interview today? Come here. Come here. You don't want no part of it? I got something in my pocket for you. I just can't pull it out yet because everyone else around here. You talking to is that one sock or Tony? I think it's Tony. She's resting, leave her alone. Alright, I guess he doesn't want to be interviewed. He's more interested in the women. But guys, the time has come to get rid of Jerkface. And by the time you see this video, he will be gone. And that's a little something we're going to talk about, is what decision we have made for the future of Jerkface. And this is why a lot of you are not going to like it. Some of you aren't, but I know most of you will understand. So instead of posting Jerkface up for sale and letting him just, you know, letting a local farmer buy him or whatever, we have decided to actually take him to a livestock auction to where he could either be sold as a breeding buck or he could be bought by a processing plant and actually be butchered. Now, that is probably what some of you are going to be upset about, and it is what it is. You know, if you got a dog that's biting kids and biting people, you're probably not going to sell it to someone. You're probably going to put it down yourself. And normally what we would do is we would end up butchering this goat, but right now it is breeding season still, and if we were to butcher him, he's coming on 2 years old now, so he's getting a little older. He's still intact, and in the middle of breeding season, they stink really bad. They put off a lot of testosterone and stuff like that, so his meat would be really gamey, so he wouldn't be great to butcher right now. But anyways, let me get this camera set up, and I'll talk a little more about him. Here, bud. Come on, I know you want this. Nope. He's more interested in the women, of course. Here, eat this. There you go. You like that, don't you? We're gonna be buddies till the end. And here comes everybody else, of course. You want one? You can have one. Nope, Daisy spit it out. Jerkface is gonna clean it up. Alright, I got a crowd, I gotta move. Alright guys, so part of farming is raising animals, and when you're done with animals, you gotta get rid of them, whether you butcher them yourself, you have somebody butcher them for you, or you sell them to someone else to make a breeder over at their farm. Today's video is brought to you by Harry's. Are you guys tired of trying to find a quality razor that does not break the bank or irritate your skin? Well, look no further. The founders of Harrys.com has went out and bought a razor factory in Germany that produces quality razors, and they provide a hassle-free way to get them shipped straight to your door. So let's take a little look at the starter set that Harry's sends out. If you sign up for Harry's starter set, you'll receive one of these awesome gripped weighted handles with the 5-blade razor on it, a can of shave gel. This stuff is awesome. It does not irritate my skin. It leaves my skin nice and smooth. You'll get a nice razor cover if you travel anywhere. So if you guys want a great shaving experience like I have, all you got to do is click the link down in the description, and for just $3 you can get your first trial set from Harrys.com. Give it a try, guys. You won't be disappointed. And, you know, he is not a bad goat at all. And I made it sound probably more dramatic than what he really was in that video when he knocked out my tooth. It was purely an accident. It's not like he seen me come out in the field and just started attacking me or anything like that. It wasn't nothing like that at all. What had happened is he jumped the fence and I went to get him and he started bucking up and hit my tooth. I mean, that's just part of it. And the whole reason he was getting out is because we have another herd of goats over in the other field, and they're in season, you might say, and he can smell them girls, and that's what he was doing, is going over there and just kind of wandering around and all that. But the thing is, last year we brought him home from we made a trip down down south in southeast Oklahoma, down to Arms Family Homestead, my good buddy Daniel. And we picked up Jerkface and brought him home. And I'm gonna play some footage right here. If I can find some good footage to throw up, I'll throw it up right here, and you guys can watch the day we went to Arms Family Homestead and picked up Jerkface Jr. All right, guys. So we're here with Daniel. This is the first time meeting him, and me and Rachel super excited. We've watched him for years on YouTube, and we're actually here. And if you haven't guessed it, this is where we're picking up the second animal for the second cage we have. So.
He asked me to autograph this little buck, so sign him for him. I don't think that's gonna work, Kevin.
No.
But I don't know. Yeah, I posted a video a couple weeks ago talking about my goat herd, and I had a couple bucks left that I hadn't sold. And I had a little spotted dappled.
Yeah.
He's half Kiko buck, or half Kiko and just kind of a boar Kiko crossed on the doe. So he's at least 50 to probably 70% Kiko.
Good looking.
But he's real dappled colored, and his mom's a dappled doe. And I kind of wanted to keep him, but as soon as I posted that video, I started getting messages saying, "Hey, how much you want for that little buck? How much you want for that little buck?" And so I figured might as well sell him to somebody where I can at least watch him grow up, because that was the only thing I wanted to see, how big he would get and what he would look like, and might as well sell him to a fellow YouTuber. That now we'll get him loaded up. I think he'll make a good buck. He's still a little young, but he'll be ready to breed pretty soon. And
no hurry. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and get this little buck loaded up, and hopefully, he says he isn't going to be hard to catch. We'll see.
Hey, this little, I don't even know what you call it, a shepherd's stick, basically.
Shepherd's staff.
Joe from Premier One gave it to me, and this thing is amazing for catching goats. He watched me on my channel chase goats around my yard too much, and he was like, "Here, dude, you've got to have one of these." So it does make a difference in catching them, but we'll dump out a little bit of feed, and I don't think he'll be hard to catch at all. Come eat. He ain't gonna hurt you.
Here, Bear.
Get back there. Come on. Oh, I missed him. Dadgummit. His neck might be too big for that hook. He's like, I don't know what's up. I don't know about this.
Well, it does work.
Boy, that worked like a charm.
Yeah, it did. Hang on. There we go.
All right, let's get him in the cage.
What do you think he weighs?
65, 70 pounds.
He's a triplet. He was out of that big dapple though. She was kind of a later doe to kids, so he's a little younger than what most of the ones I sold were. Come on, Bear. Come on. Selling a little buck. I was kind of planning on keeping.
All right, so there you seen it. That was the beginning. You know, his dad had a legacy. He was an awesome goat on YouTube, and then bringing home Jerkface Jr. to our farm here at Hidden Heights Farm. You know, he was part of our YouTube channel. That was when we first getting up and going, and Jerkface was there along the way with us. We got lots and lots of videos from him. We got a lot of views from him. And those videos will always be on YouTube, so we'll always have something to remember him by. And As well, our next breeding buck, L, the little white one right there by him right now, if you guys can see, that is his offspring, that's his son. And he's our next generation of a breeding buck. So, you know, we got lots and lots of people in this area, in this northeast Oklahoma, Arkansas, some in Missouri, and some in Kansas actually bought offspring from Jerkface Jr. last year. And last year we did a little experiment with Jerkface. We put him in the pen with the pygmy Kiko's nannies, and he bred all of them. We ended up with like 30 some babies from him, and we actually are keeping his other son over there, Chip. He's the one that has all the little markings on him and the moon spots. So he's going to be breeding our pygmy Kikos. So we're still going to have Jerkface Jr. offspring around here. And I know a lot of you are saying, oh man, I can't believe that, you know, after his dad tore up Daniel's barn and he knocked my tooth out. You know, actually they throw some awesome colors. His genetics are really awesome for the colors. And as far as his temperament, you guys seen him. He's not an aggressive buck. He don't headbutt none of the other goats. He doesn't attack Daisy or any of our dogs, and he doesn't attack us or the kids, even more important. So, you know, that's some genetics you want to look at in a good breeding buck. And he's not real big on the size, but he's 2 years old, but he could be a lot bigger. But we don't actually breed for the size here. You know, we like having a little bit smaller frame goats to, you know, we don't want giant goats that'll just knock us over and are super hard to handle. But let's get into, you guys, you know, I know this video is going to upset a few people. And that's part of farming. Like I was saying a while ago, you have to eventually make a decision. You can't just raise hundreds of animals and never get rid of them and say, oh, these are my pets. You know, we do it for a couple of reasons. We do it for profit. We do it for eating our vegetation on our land. I don't even have to hardly brush hog anymore because we raise the goats and we make money on it. So, and we also raise them for meat. We sell a lot of goats to other people that butcher them, and we also have our own butchered here and there. And you know, there's all kinds of reasons, but it is our choice. This is our YouTube channel. And you know, I could sugarcoat it. I could be like some other YouTube channels and other people on social media and never show you guys reality. I could say, yeah, a farm 10 miles away with 8-foot fences and 100 beautiful does just needed a buck, and they're gonna come get him. You know, there's no chance he could ever jump out of their fence. This is YouTube. This is videos. I can say whatever I want to say, and you guys will either believe it or not. But you know what I'm saying, you guys might not like, but I'm saying anyways because it's the truth. So you can either respect what we're doing and our beliefs, or you can just not watch and go down the road. You know, I know most of you support our decisions and you understand this, but there's always a few that want to mouth and say, I can't believe you didn't keep him as a pet and blah blah blah. That's fine, guys. I have really thick skin. You're not going to bother me at all. But I do believe in being honest with you guys, and we do these vlogs every day trying to show you guys our life and our farm life and how we maintain our animals and everyday life of our animals. You know, if we get sick goats or sick pigs or whatever, we show that, hoping that someone will watch that video with the same problem in the future and say, hey, thank you so much for making a video on that. Now I know what's wrong with my goat and I was able to fix that problem. You know, we look at these YouTube platform as a, you know, a positive thing. So we try to keep things positive, but sometimes you got to show negative stuff like sick animals and stuff like that. But it's better than sugarcoating and lying or just not showing it at all. So I know most of you will respect our decision that we're making on Jerkface to get rid of him and the route we're going to take. We're going to take him to the livestock auction tomorrow after work, and he will be sold, like I said, either as a breeding buck to another farm. And when you go to a livestock auction, you're actually buying animals as is. So you could be buying one that is sick, you could be buying one that's super aggressive, you could buy one that just jumps a fence all the time. You just don't know. That's part of going to a livestock auction. And you can usually buy animals a lot cheaper than if you just came to the farm and bought him, you know, where you're actually talking to the owner or the farmer face to face, and you can say, hey, you know, what all is the bad traits of this goat? What all has he been sick? Blah blah blah. You know, that's the downfall of buying stuff at the livestock auction. We do not recommend buying anything at a livestock auction at all, because you risk buying a problem animal, and you risk bringing other diseases home to your farm, to your other animals. So try to stay away from it if you can. But on the plus side of livestock auctions, they are awesome if you got a goat you want to get rid of or another animal you want to get rid of. Because the people that's bidding on them, they know they are as is and they are always a risk. So I can't tell you guys whether he'll be bought as a breeding buck or as a butcher buck. There's no telling. So I won't know the future of him. Unless someone else around here with the YouTube channel or something buys him and is like, hey, I bought a new goat at the auction and here he is. And maybe maybe you guys will recognize him if he does make it on a channel. You never know. It's a small world when you think about it. But anyways, pretty much that's the video. Like I said, tomorrow, as soon as I get off work, we'll load him up and we'll take him off. And that's his journey. And thank you guys so much for coming along and supporting us on all our decisions. And you know, it's a sad day. I know Rachel's super upset anytime we got to get rid of animals that we've had a while. We've had him over a year now. And he's actually got, I think he's got most of all these does out here bred this year. So we're going to have his offspring in first of next year. It should be like in January. We'll start having babies hitting the ground, and they should all be Jerkface Jr.'s babies. So he's over there moping around. We'll take the camera over there and do another little close-up with him and give him another cracker or something. See if we can get him to perk up. I think he heard me say he's gonna be leaving, so don't be upset. It's part of it. Jerkface, what do you know, bud? You want to go to a new home with some new girls? Huh? You want another cracker? Let's just see what we can do. You're not a bad buck. If I had to guess, come here. Oh. Come here. You're not a bad buck, and since you're watch out, Daisy. Since you got some pretty colorings and everything, I bet somebody will buy you as a breeding buck. I bet you won't have the other. You'll be bought as a breeding buck because you got some nice flashy colors. You are a little on the thin side. Oh, there's his son Ale right there. Here. Don't be headbutting me. You already lost one tooth. Here. He is stinky. His beard stinks and his hair stinks because these bucks breed. They pee in their own hair during breeding season. You want one or not? Well, go you spit it out, Daisy. Okay, so you gonna be mean to Daisy, huh? You gonna be mean to Daisy now? After I just said you were a good guy? Huh? After I just said you were a good guy, you're gonna be mean to old Daisy? Come here. I just talked about how he's a good goat and this and that. And now that I got snacks out, he's being territorial because he wants to be the only one that gets them. Well, guess what? This is your lucky day. Okay? This is your second to last day on the farm. Tomorrow you're going bye-bye, so I guess you deserve it. So anyways, guys, signing off. Here. His old Jerkface and me as well. And wish him happy adventures. You're scaring me. He's scaring me. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for supporting our channel and watching all our videos. He wants more snacks. He's starting to scare me when I turn my back to him. So guys, Jerkface and I are going to be signing off. Like I said, this will probably be the last video you see of him on Hidden Heights Farm channel. So wish him luck. You got anything to say? One last thing? Hey, look right here. One last thing. Nope, he's done. All right, guys. So like I said, thank you so much for being supportive of all our decisions. And hopefully we don't have any bad comments down there because I will block you. It's a very easy thing to do. No big deal. We don't need anything negative. Like I said, we try to keep everything positive. And we ask that you just respect our decisions that we do make here on the farm. Everybody has their own rights to do whatever they want. And this is just what we're going to do this time. And I thought I was doing the right thing by sharing it with you guys and not hiding it. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Wish my old buddy luck. And we'll see you next time.